Hello friends. Now if you see with my previous class we have explained about 2D beam element. Now here we will be solving our problems on static indeterminacy, but for a beam element we have considered for a 3D. In the previous class you can see my previous video we have uploaded for 2D. Now we will check with our 3D. So let us take a beam. So let us consider a beam like this. Here I will take as a hinge support. Okay, let me take a support again. Hinge support. No, this is our case we have. So one more thing we can even add that why, because let us take with a hinge. So most of the students will have even a doubt with a hinge. So let us even consider with a hinge over here. Now if you consider even a hinge over here, for this one we have to find out our static indeterminacy. If you want to find out your static indeterminacy, as I know that SI, which will be equal to your alpha m plus r minus beta j plus gamma. Yes or no? So this is the equation we have. But whenever you start with this one, you see that. So as in my previous class, as I have explained you, these joints are nothing but we call it as an hybrid joints. So these are roller support, and even for a hinge, wherever we come across a hinge, those supports are known as we call it as hybrid joint. But whenever you see such type of problem, so these problems, if you in my previous class, I took this one somewhere at the center. Fine. So here I took and I have explained you how to solve with the release, how to solve with the support. But here if you see, whenever you come across an hybrid joint, and if this type of an hybrid joint, if it is at the end, it might be here or it might be here. If it is at the end, then you have to consider this as your support. Don't consider it as your release. Consider it as your support only, and then solve with the problem. So let us stick with our SI, static indeterminacy, which is nothing but alpha m plus r minus beta j plus gamma. Now in this one you have to find out our alpha. So alpha, if you take, what is meant by alpha? Alpha is nothing but, if you consider alpha, the number of actions. How many number of actions will be there? If you consider with a 2D, as I have explained you, let us go with our 2D and let us go with our 3D. In 2D and 3D, if you take, in 2D we'll be having 3, but alpha will be having in 3D we'll be having 6. Why? Because here if you consider we'll be having only 3 reactions, but here if you consider, why? Because of z axis we'll be having 6. Yes, similarly even if you consider with here beta here will be having 3, but beta here you'll be having again 6. Please be careful while solving your problem. So for 2D structures it will be 3 and 3, and for 3D it will be alpha will be your 6 and beta will be also equal to 6. Yes or no? So let us write with our alpha value. First alpha value, you know that 3D, if it is a 3D, as we have know that we are going to solve the if in a question it tells that if it is a 3D beam, then you have to consider alpha as 6. Now m is nothing but number of members. How many number of members we have? We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, and we have 4. So total number of members we have is 4 number of members we have. Now let us calculate about here r. R is nothing but the reaction. So here you will be getting a doubt. So why? Because most of the students they will even commit a mistake over here. So here if you consider how many number of reactions, total number of reactions will be developed. Yes. Now if you see at this support, first let us see with this support. At this support, I think this can move in your vertical direction. Yes. Yes, it can move in vertical direction, so there will be no reaction. Yes. Now if you consider this one, if you try to pull it like this, will it come across like along with you? No, it is not going to come. Then we'll be having one of the reaction. So we'll be having one of the reaction over here. So you can draw a reaction. So if you take z axis like this, let us consider z axis also. Even if you take with your z axis and if you try to pull it, will it come across along with you? Yes or no? Fine. In z axis it is not going to occur anything. There is no like, even if you take with your z axis, why? Because only with your vertical axis it is going to move. Fine. If you see with your vertical axis, it is going to move. But here, do we have any reaction? No, we don't have this reaction. We'll be having one reaction only. That will be a horizontal reaction. But if you consider same one, why? Because here, if you see, we'll be having three forces: summation f of x equal to 0, summation f of y is equal to 0, and summation f of z is equal to 0. And similarly, we'll be having three moments: m, x, y, x, z, and zx. So we'll be having three moments. So here if you see, if you rotate it in your xy direction, it is going to rotate. No. If you're going to rotate in like xz direction, it is going to rotate. No. So here if you consider, we'll be getting three reactions. So total number of reactions here we have are 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Why? Because if you see with here vertical axis, it is going to move, so that is the reason we don't have any reaction over here. Now let us come here. So as you know that this is a hinge support. Hinge support is nothing but this here. If you see hinge is nothing but, I'll give you a best example of your watch, wrist watch, whatever you wear, that is our hinge. Fine. So in this one, if you want to rotate it, you can rotate in any xy direction, yz direction, in any axis. If you want to rotate, you can rotate it. So that is the reason there will be no movement. So we'll be getting only reactions. So what will be the reactions over here? We'll be having first reaction will be your vertical, second will be your horizontal, third one will be your z direction. So here we'll be having three reactions if you consider. So here if you come, so here also we will be having our hinge with a roller. So if you see with this axis it is going to move. So here in this axis, like if you consider with your x axis, there will be no reaction. But if you consider with your y axis, you can't pull it up, yes or no? So it is going to restrain. So we have this axis. But in z axis, if you see, even in z axis, you are unable to consider. We should not consider there. So here if you even take with your support, so here also we'll be having three. X axis we have y axis we have, and even we have z axis. So total number of reactions, if you calculate here, how many we have? 1 2 3 sorry 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. So now total number of reactions we here will be having 11. So total number of reactions I got it as 11 over here. Now what is the next one we have? We have beta. So beta, how can I write? As I have said you, for 3D, beta value will be equal to 6. So beta value you will be getting it as 6. Now what is our j? J is nothing but our number of joints. How many number of joints we'll be having over here? If you see, we have 1, we have 2, 3, 4 and 5. So once again I will count. Here we have 1, 2, hinge is also a joint, yes or no? So 1, 2, 3, 4 and we have one more support as 5. So total number of joints we have are 5. So similarly, like releases, if you consider even with releases, now how many number of releases we'll be having here? So gamma value, even if you see with here like gamma value over here, so total number of releases. Now if you see, this is your hinge. For 2D, as I have already explained you, now the it will be equal to here m minus 1. So similarly here also, even if you take with your releases, gamma value will be, for this joint if you take, the total number of gamma value will be equal to 3. What are those 3 we'll be having? Those 3 will be equal to your m of xy should be equal to 0, m of your xz equal to 0, and m of your zy is equal to 0. So these are the 3 moments which will be there at your hinge. So gamma value will be equal to 3. So if you consider, we'll be having your gamma value as equal to 3. So let us substitute in our SI. Now if you see with our SI, which is equal to your alpha m plus r minus beta j plus gamma. So alpha value we have already got. So alpha value is equal to, we have 6 into m is equal to 4 plus r we have is 11 minus beta value we have is 6 into j is equal to 5 plus 3. So how many will be getting? 6 for the we have 24, 24 plus 11 we have is equal to 35. So 6 into 5 is equal to 30, 30 plus 3 it is equal to 30. So number of SI is equal to 2. I think everyone you came like, this is your 3D problem. If you consider, this is our a complete 3D problem we'll be having. If you have any queries, you can mail me or message. Thank you.